Alright guys, so welcome into the comic book section of haul video number 99. So again, wanted to go over kind of where I got all this stuff. I went to a couple of half-price books out near the West Chicago area. I also stopped at a Books A Million that was nearby there, so was able to get some pretty good stuff. Didn't really find too much, but again, I was trying to be selective as well because I was traveling, so didn't really have much ability to carry a lot of stuff. So, but yeah, we'll start off with the books here. First book I picked up here was Deadpool Samurai, Volume 1. So this is a new manga series that has launched for Marvel. $10 cover price here. I got it for about maybe $8 because I got 10% off plus a $5 coupon off my entire purchase. So was able to get this for a slight discount. Flipped through it. I'm not a huge Deadpool fan, I'll be honest, but this intrigued me enough to want to read it, and very excited to hopefully keep collecting this. I as you guys have seen in my previous haul videos, I have started to collect a little bit of manga here and there, One Punch Man, Attack on Titan. So trying to branch out and read this would be cool, especially since it's a Marvel character, so pretty interesting little take there. I feel like honestly, if they were going to go with any type of character for manga, I guess it makes sense that it's Deadpool. So I guess I can show the art here. There's no collected edition, there's no collection in terms of I think there's chapters in here, but it's not like issues or anything. So there's that. Very cool art, I think. All right, sorry, my chair creaks a lot. Okay. Next book I got here were a couple of volumes of XFactor by Peter David. So obviously they're pumping out the omnibus now of Peter David XFactor, both the original 90s stuff that he did, as well as the 2000s, long ass run he had. So I ended up finding two volumes that I did not own already at this half price books that I went to. And the first one here is Second Coming. And this collects issues 204 to 206 of XFactor, as well as Nation X XFactor by Peter David. So very excited to read this. I think at this point, this brings me up to the first 10 volumes that I own in collection here. So always good to find these out in the wild. I feel like I've been getting pretty lucky these last couple of months and finding a couple that have just not appeared anywhere else. So very excited to do that. The next volume I found here was volume 15. They Keep Killing Madrox. And this collects issues 229 to 232. And very excited to have that as well. I got these for half off, which honestly, probably is the cheapest you're going to find out there. Most of these trades are out of print, so not going to get lucky anywhere else that way. But very excited to be finding this. It's just been very hard to try to find. Usually the volumes I keep seeing at stores are the same exact ones that I already own, so what are you gonna do, right? Okay. Next book I got here, as I take the receipt out, I left the receipt in there. Next book I got here at the first half price books that I went to was the Manhattan Projects, Volume 1. So this is by Jonathan Hickman. You can see here, this collects, I think, the first 5 issues, possibly. Let me see. Yeah, the first 5 issues here. And it's interesting, actually. This is breaking away from the tradition of the Image first volumes that are usually $10. This is actually 15, so interesting to see that. But yeah, I've read a little bit of Jonathan Hickman here and there. I know he's an acquired taste. There's multiple layers going on with his books, so it can be a little hard to understand sometimes, but very excited to get this. And it's interesting, this is the spine design is almost the exact same as East of West, which is also written by Jonathan Hickman. So yeah, very excited to get this. For anyone who's not aware, the Manhattan Projects, I believe, is about the design of the atomic bomb. That was the code name that it was given, the Manhattan Project. So you can see here some of the art going on. So very nice, and very excited to get this for a cheap price. This is slightly cheaper than in stock trades. In stock trades is around like I think $8 or $9, so nice to get it for $7.50. All right. The next book I picked up here was one that I kind of went on a limb on. You know, I was thumbing through it and I thought it was pretty interesting. Definitely is not material that I think I'm going to find anywhere else, really. So I went ahead and picked it up, and that is the Sif Journey into Mystery collection. So you can see here, pretty thin, not too big there. This collects issues 646 through 655 of Journey into Mystery, as well as Sif number 1. And you can kind of see here the art going on. Pretty cool art, actually, I will say. This is, you know, fairly modern, actually. I mean, it's crazy to think that this was published, you know, these books came out 11 years ago. Just insane to think about that, but very cool art here going on, and I think this will be a very quick read as well. So definitely am planning a little Thor readathon before the movie here comes out. So right now I'm reading Moon Knight, and my plan is to fully transition to Doctor Strange after Moon Knight premieres, and then after Doctor Strange, I'm probably going to read some Thor stuff that I have sitting there on the shelf. I have a lot of Thor. I don't think I'm going to read all of it, just a couple of the more modern stuff that I haven't gotten to yet, and then someday I'm going to go back and read all of Thor, so it should be fun. All right. And then the last book that I bought here, as I pull up the receipt again, is a volume that I was very tempted to not get because I was like, I think this is enough for this character. They did actually have the 6th volume of this book as well at that store, but I decided to just get this and maybe throw the 6th volume on an IST purchase someday. And that is the Golden Age Batman Volumes 5. So this collects Batman number 16 through 20, Detective Comics number 75 through 81, and World's Finest Comics numbers 10 through 11. So again, really, you know, Golden Age stuff going on here. You can see here the art and the text way different than today's world, but you know, again, the more I look at these, the more I thumb through them as I buy them, the more intrigued I am, because it's just such a different era of comics that I think is intriguing. Like between this and the Submariner omnibus that I bought last year, just very interested in like reading more of the Golden Age. I think it's a really cool era of comics that I feel like gets overlooked a lot, you know, because, you know, the art can kind of be a little kooky at times, but I think the remastering that DC did with this is pretty good, actually. So very excited to get this. Fun fact, this actually is a ex-library copy. So you can see here the sticker for the library, as well as the top there. So this is from the Denton Public Library, if you didn't know if you know where that's at. So yeah, I'll have to probably go through and probably take this sticker off at least. I don't think I'm going to care about taking this one off or do anything with that. It doesn't really bother me that much. So, but yeah, pick this up. Probably saved a couple bucks compared to IST, and very excited about that. So, but that's my haul, guys, for this section. You know, not a huge one, honestly. Again, this was all stuff I just found at stores, so didn't order anything in particular. I do have some books in upcoming hauls that are going to have actual like stuff that I bought on in-stock trades, so new releases, stuff like that. But for the time being, that's all I have for now, and I hope you guys enjoyed this section of haul video number 99.